Well, hey everyone, my name's Shani and I'm a part-time reseller, and today is Monday, December 23rd. And I have 4 items going out today. It's been pretty bleak this week. This last week was pretty hard on me as a reseller. But anyway, let's talk about it. Let's get into it. I actually, for those of you that do not know me, my name is Shani. I am a full-time hospice on-call nurse and I'm a part-time reseller. I live in the central United States. I am in Missouri and Southwest Missouri. And yeah, so I work my full-time schedule. I work 7 days on and then I have 7 days off. So my schedule can be pretty good as far as having 7 days off to really work on my business. But it can be very brutal when I'm on 7 days and trying to do the business at the same time. So I started this reselling side hustle years and years and years ago when I was living in Kansas. I was a single mom of a toddler at the time. And I just started selling on eBay back in the day when you could receive checks in the mail from people. For those of you that have sold long enough, you know what I'm talking about. It is very true. You could send cashier's checks or you can send personal checks, and the people had to wait on their check to clear before you ship the items. So anyway, that kind of speaks my age just a little bit probably to you guys. But anyway, there's been times where I've just set reselling down and I didn't touch it for a year or two at a time, and then I would just sell randomly and then I wouldn't have anything in my store. So it really wasn't until 2020 when I decided to start doing this to help pay off some of our debt. And I really didn't start taking it seriously until last year. Yeah, last year. I had a major change in my career. Although I am a nurse, I was in corporate and that got changed, and a lot in my life changed at one time. And I just kind of started throwing myself more into this. And very recently, I'm like, okay, you started this to pay off debt, so why are we not doing that? And so I have been making myself pay on my student loans, and it's almost paid, and I'm going to give you an update on that as well. So anyway, I started my on-call on Friday the 20th, December 20th at 5 p.m. So I did not do a video on Saturday. My weekends on call they do not allow me to try and do a video. So what I did is I shipped out Saturday for the items I hadn't showed you yet that sold on Friday. So I'm gonna just talk about, there was only 2 items that sold. I'm gonna talk about those and flip up a picture for you. And you're gonna see my sales prices are so low. It's super sad right now. It's super sad, but I am thankful for every sale. I have a 75% off sale going on in my eBay store right now on all my old inventory. I am trying to really just clear out. I don't know what I'm gonna do in the first of the year. I don't know if I want to try and continue to sell or just mark everything down that I want just really significantly. So anyway, I'm trying to kick around what I want to do with that. On Etsy, I also have a 25% off inventory clear out sale going on. So I did sell a couple things on Etsy. But let's start Friday the 20th. I showed you something on Friday morning that sold early that morning, but I had 2 other items sale that day. The first is from eBay. It's this Worthington gray line pencil skirt, size 14. Everyone needs pencil skirts in their wardrobe. I myself only have black, but this, you know, Worthington is a JCPenney brand. Truthfully, this probably was from my closet and I just never worn it. So I did not have a cost of goods on that because I've had it for so long, and it's probably from my personal closet now that I'm thinking about it. But the person sent me an offer of $5 and I accepted. And the reason why I did, I had it listed for $9.99 plus shipping, and I knew that it was going to be on that 75% off sale. So I thought I might as well accept this $5 instead of only making, you know, $2 and something on it. So anyway, it sold, and my net profit ended up being $3.62. So that's okay. It went out and it's on its way to its new home. So then you know what? I'm lying. I sold two more things. So I had 3 more sales come in on Friday. The 2 more, I can't talk because let me just tell you, I worked all weekend. I got off at 8 this morning, but I also woke up at 3:50 this morning. So I cannot get my brain working with my tongue. So just ignore my stutters or whatever. Just ignore it. Try and give me some grace. So Poshmark, both of these sold on Poshmark on Friday. The first was it was a pretty good one. I was excited it finally sold. And this was a Joe Spencer collection, Galleries 2, Little Miss Liberty. I was gonna try to find you the title, what I put in my title. Dun, 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 dun. I got this on an estate sale. Joe Spencer Galleries 2, Little Miss Liberty doll, Independence Day plush. So I posted her for $48. I did run comps when I was at this estate sale. They had it listed for $5 and the comps looked pretty well, so I bought it. I got it September the 7th. I received an offer. Oh, I'm struggling today, guys. I received an offer on Poshmark for $38 and I just accepted it. This does go to show you that collectibles, certain holiday collectibles, or, you know, these little figurines, make sure you do your comps, but it goes to show it's Christmas and I'm selling something for the 4th of July. So I usually post Christmas or holiday items all year long. It doesn't matter when I find them. There's always someone that's going to be looking for that. And, you know, they might not buy it right off the bat, but you just never know. I was watching someone else's channel the other day, and the most ornaments sell in January. So if you are a reseller, just keep that in mind. Ornaments sell more in January than any other month. I don't know where they got those statistics, but that's what they were saying. I can't remember who was saying it. So anyway, I did accept the offer of $38, and after fees on Poshmark, my net profit was $25.40, and I'm really happy with that. And she's pretty cute. She's kind of like a little shelf sitter. So, and then I had this second Poshmark sale, not as good for sure. It's actually pretty sad, but it's this Shade and Shore bikini separates leopard print. So I got these this was from a Target pallets. I got these at the pallet place that's near me. I bought them September 16th for $2.07 each. And I had an offer of $12. So I think I only had them posted for 15. Yes, I only had them posted 15, so they offered 12. And truthfully, this is what I do when I get offers like that. I knew I wasn't going to have a net profit hardly at all, but sometimes you got to ask yourself, are you willing to sacrifice a sale for $2 or $3? you know, if you can just lose $2 to $3, are you willing to sacrifice the sale for it? If I wouldn't have accepted it, they probably wouldn't have bought it. So I went ahead and just accepted it. Bikini selling in December, the end of December, also goes to show you that swimsuits sell all year long. People live where it's warm. People go on cruises. They go on vacations. So they're always looking for new swimsuits, no matter what season it is. But it would have been better if I didn't have to buy these separate, but I did. And that's something I'm going to take with me when I get more clothes at that pallet place. I don't know that I'll get the separates again and lose that much money, because, you know, my cost of goods ended up being $4.14 total, because I paid $2.07 each. So after everything, I only made $4.91. So better than the Worthington dress, but I definitely didn't have it as long. Then Saturday, I sold 3 items. I had 2 Etsy sales and I had 1 eBay. And I can actually show you, because I have these. Ooh, that one good. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I'm going to show you the eBay first. And you guys saw this in a very recent haul. Make sure I'm not losing my place here. This is a Wall Maker vintage vest. Let me read you my title. I had a feeling when I saw that, I think the longer you do resell, you get that sense. When you see certain items, you get that sense of, okay, this is something. I better look this up. So I did, and it's a vintage Wall Maker vintage collection made in the USA, men's cotton vest. I put Frontier Clothing Vintage Western Waistcoat USA. So anyway, the back has a cotton. If you know where Branson, Missouri is, you've ever heard of Silver Dollar City, that is very close to where this thrift store is. I got this, when did I get this? Very recently, December 5th. I got it in a bag sale for $1.03. I must have sent them an offer because it sold for $15.29 and my net profit was $11.60. And at that thrift store, an entire bag is $10. So I made my money back for sure. So one thing to note on this, it did have, where's it at? It did have what looks like a snag. Do you see that? A snag. And then on the back, there is a blue little dot stain. So it looks like a pin dot. So I wasn't able to ask as much as some of the other ones. These were selling. They were selling. And I thought, if anything, I can sell it probably locally on Marketplace to a person that works at Silver Dollar City, because they all dress like the Frontier days. So anyway, it is going, where's it going? Georgia. It's going to Georgia. I only had 18 sales this last week. And although I'm very blessed with each sell I get, it just felt super slow to me. So, okay, there, I'm putting stickers on it. I have got to go to the post office today because I need to get some postcard stamps, and I had received a message from an Etsy sale that sold on the 10th and I shipped on the 11th. The tracking literally said departed my local post office on that very next day. So I shipped it so quick, and I received a message last night that said, you know, that she still hadn't received it, that she was very disappointed. It was a Christmas present, it was almost like accusatory, like it was my fault, like I was slow on my shipping. And I sent her a screenshot of the entire tracking. And it doesn't make sense because it was going to Colorado. I'm in Missouri, very close. She should have received it a long time ago. And so I sent her the screenshot and was like, you know, I'm very sorry this has happened. You know, as you can see from the tracking, this was shipped and departed my post office the very next day. So I shipped it fast. I have no control what the postal service what happens, but I will go to the post office first thing on Monday and get back with you. And then I noticed on Etsy this morning, she gave me a 5-star review and said it was a good gift for her son. So my tracking though still shows it in transit, I thought. So I sent her a message and was like, can you verify that you got this, please? But anyway, either way, I got to go to the post office. So yeah, love Christmas time. I love Christmas time. So this is going out in a 10 by 13. And like I said, my net profit was $11.60. So I had 2 Etsy sales, and I will show you what they are. I'm not going to package the rest of these just so you don't hear the tape and the bubble wrap, but I will show you what they are. And the first one is going to go out in a box. I have the box almost ready. I just have these stickers I need to take off. But this was a horrible buy, and I'm glad it sold and I didn't have to hang on to it. Now, it's not a horrible sell. If you find these and your cost of goods is very low, I would pick it up if they're in relatively good condition. And for those of you that are around my age, you know exactly what this is. This is a Hug-a-Bunch. It's a vintage Hug-a-Bunch. And let me tell you my title. Hug-a-Bunch Hallmark Cards, 1985, 17-inch Tickles. That's her name. Kenner, blue-eyed, red-haired plush. It's very important on some of these old dolls like this that you put what color their eyes are and what color their hair is, because people, they're looking for a specific doll usually if they have a collection, or if they're trying to find a doll that was like their doll when they were a little girl. And anyway, we're a little boy, but she was in pretty good condition, but her bottom here, it's not like a stain. It's like this metallic, something wore the metallic off, but she has her little bracelet on. She's still in pretty good condition, pretty good. She had a stain right here too. Now the problem with it being a bad buy for me is I paid way up. And I've got to tell you that part of the reason why is I had a nostalgic feel when I saw this sweet thing. I could not leave her. I could not fight the urge to want to bring her home. So, because, you know, these were a part of my childhood. I got it September 20th. My cost of goods was $10.93 at the Goodwill. Why? I don't know. Now, some of these can bring a pretty good profit. It's almost like the vintage Cabbage Patch. It depends on what you have, how good of shape they are, blah, blah, blah. So this sold for $24.99. So it wasn't a bad sale. They saved $6.25 with my 25% off coupon right now. And my net profit was only $4.58. So I am sending her in a box just because I feel like that's the safest way to get her to her new home. And I'm okay with her leaving. I feel good someone else loves her and wants her. So there's that. And then my second Etsy sale wasn't much better. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Hopefully your average sales prices are way better than mine right now, but these I was just taking a chance on. They're gonna go out in this box. I'm reusing an old CVS box. And this was a vintage Poles Czechoslovakia pastel porcelain 8-inch plate lot fruits. And it has the little Poles, P-U-L-S, Czechoslovakia on the back. And they're just cute little kitchen, I call them kitchen wall plates, you know? You hang them on your kitchen wall. And I thought these would sell a little bit sooner. I knew it would take the right person though. I got these October the 20th for $2.01 for all of them at the Goodwill. I sold them for $16 plus shipping. They saved $4 with my 25% off December coupon. And my net profit was $5.16. So it stinks that my net profit's only that much and I have to wrap it, but it's okay. It will be fine. And I'm very glad that my inventory is going to be decreased a little bit because I need some hard good room in my hard goods. So, okay, those were Saturday. And then Sunday came, I had 2 more sales. The first was this eBay. It's gonna go out in this 12 by 15 bag. And usually I wrap these. I think on this, I'm just gonna fold it, tuck it in, and let it go. Wrapping, sending a very nice, aesthetically pleasing package is not mandatory by any means. This was on my 75% off sale, so I made hardly any money on it. It has been in my inventory forever. Now, I'm not saying it's not an important sale because it is. This is a Chico's one size fits all, open front, hook closure, hooded sweater, poncho, cardigan, one size. I listed this. Okay, I did get this year though. I found it in my inventory in February. I bought this for 23 cents at one of the bag thrift stores. I posted it for $22. It is never sold. It has been on my half off sales that I've had here and there. So it finally sold on my 75% off end of the year clearance. And my net profit is $2.12. So lots of money coming in, guys. I'm okay with it though. That's the thing. When you have one of these clearance inventory, clearance sales, that you're probably not going to make hundreds of dollars. So anyway, I'm just gonna roll it up, slide it in. I'm trying to not let you see that because I already have the label on it. It's not that it's not important enough that it deserves to be wrapped well. It's just, I don't want any more money into this item, if that makes sense. So I don't want to waste, I'm already using a poly bag and I don't want to waste any of my other supplies. So it's just being smarter, I guess, about it. So 12 by 15. And then my last weekend sale was a Poshmark. And it's a Talavera Mexican pottery plate lot. And I added a bunch more to it because it definitely has things on the back of it. But these plates are beautiful. There's a little bit of paint chipping, which I put on my listing. But there's one. Here's two. Isn't that pretty? And they have a hole, like this one even has like the hanger, but in here is the third. So those three are going to be wrapped and sent in a 12 by 12 by 8 priority box, which is the box number 7. So anyway, I have all of it ready to go. I bought these. Okay, I cannot find this in my inventory. I just bought these this year. I know I did. And I didn't get them very long ago. And I think I put them maybe in a haul and you guys saw the haul. But these sold on Poshmark for $33. I listed them all together. And since I can't find my cost of goods, which I don't think was very much at all, my net profit was $26.40. So there we have it. That was my weekend. My whole week, I had 18 sales. Like I've said, my net profit was only $198.25 because my net profits were so low this week. But you would think with my half off sale and my 75% off sale, it would be generating more, but it's not, because the previous week, which was like my 35% off. No, it was my 50% off the previous, no, 35. 75% started, I believe, Saturday the 21st. And then the 50% started last Saturday the 14th. And then I had a 35% off. So the week before this last week, I made 26 sales and it was $284 net profit. So I went from 26 to 18 and 284 to 198. So, but I still was able to make some payment on my student loans. My net profits, since it was $198.25, my student loan payment was $39.65. So I think when I averaged out, I'm getting ready to make a monthly payment on it. A monthly payment is coming out of our bill account. So that will bring it down after these payments that I have paid the last few weeks and my January 1st payment. That is going to bring it down to, I think, like $280. That's all I'm going to owe. And so my goal for January is I want to have it paid off by the end of January. I want to have it cleared. That's my goal. So that's what I'm going to work for in January, hopefully. Hopefully it goes a little better than it's been going. But a lot of that is the work I put into it, and getting your listings done too helps you stay active in the algorithms. I truly believe that. There's a definite correlation. So anyway, that's what I got. Thank you for sticking with me if you've made it this long, because I know I'm tired. My tongue is tied half the time. And it's one of those gloomy, nasty days. So, but anyway, 2 more days. Yeah, today's the 23rd. 2 more days until Christmas, guys. So I hope you're feeling the Christmas magic. And I've got to go and finish up a couple things and get some groceries today before I start work again tonight. So God bless, and I'll talk to you later.